How's it going, people? We are here on Silver Stream bringing you IP against UFO. We got a good match ahead of us today. I'm here with Poppy Krek, one of the two. What is it this time?
Yeah, I'm feeling correct tonight. And I'm feeling like a
correct
correct
tonight.
kind of day.
And then we've got Resp as well. Two of my title brethren.
Flavor Town.
Alright, so let's take a look at these rosters. We got Eli, Stimp, Duty, Spork, Shoyo, Itachi, and Sabaha for IP. And then Loba, Luke, Easy, Tyrone Nippums, Chief Queef, McBurger, and I believe Thunder is on his way.
These are two equal rosters, I'd say. However, I believe UFO does have the upper hand here, especially with that stellar receiving core with Chief and Easy being a dual threat with Chief coming back into the game.
So it is Alien going to be starting off with the ball, IP kicking off. Are underway.
Here we go.
Turn off to the right side. He might have an edge.
Oh, he has an open field up ahead, but cannot get far.
Tachi with a good tackle from behind. Going to be starting at 34. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had the white box there for blocking
the code.
That way he ran.
Alright, so we might be seeing a lot of McBurger leaks here. Honestly, surprised Luke didn't run off that first bat, but
finds the in route to Easy.
Good move by him too.
That was a dangerous throw because the play was red, but they overcommitted on trying to back up there. I think Duty was trying to buy, but wasn't really working.
There it is. The signature run.
12-yard gain.
Not much struggle there either from Luke. He just had an easy open lane between McBurger and Tyrone.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that they're going to...
There's that McBurger leak.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to be abusing that side. They'll probably run a lot more onto the side.
Yeah, Spork and Duty are going to have to play a little passive here, waiting for that run instead of getting stuck on the shield.
Luke taking another run, this time after pocket, because what I'm seeing is Duty is lining up too far towards the center.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tyrone can just get him regardless. Good comeback by Chief Queef.
Oh,
and that's going to be a touchdown.
Nice,
Ooh.
yak.
It's beautiful.
Chief making some beautiful moves, weaving through defenders.
Alien going for 2 right off the start too.
Dang, putting the pressure on. Maybe. This could be costly if they don't get it.
Great blocks. He has a pocket. But Chief is not in the end zone.
It's a crucial stop for IP. All right, maybe they can punch back, get a score, get the extra point, put some pressure back on UFO.
I really hope that extra point doesn't cost them the game.
Yeah.
Every point is important.
Yeah, maybe just like on autopilot from scrims or something, but they gotta make this next 2 point if they get a TD. Good moves by Duty. Yeah.
I think Alien might want to send in man. I think they have the advantage. Coverage.
Ooh. Nice move by Eli. Burger not really able to grab the edge there, unfortunately.
That was a decent pocket by IP.
Yeah, Stimp putting in some work.
I don't think 3-4 right here is gonna be what you want. Because I saw McBurger cut onto the side. Luke is not really deciding a gap to go into. He's trying to play spy, but when you're in 3-4, you want your center to be moving towards an area. But IP is gonna get that touchdown with Duty to Itachi connection.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful throw there. Reading the safety, biting down on whoever that was on the left, but great throw by Duty.
That was a perfect throw, perfect catch. That is how you want it, by the book. And there's that extra point that could cost them.
But yeah, that 3-4 lineup I don't think is gonna well to try and pressure on Duty. That whoever their nose tackle wasn't deciding, like neither him or Luke were deciding a space to really rush in.
Yeah, and then McBurger on the weak side was stacking that same gap.
Yeah, it forces your edge tackles to focus on that inside so he can't center. But then you're filling your contain.
Look at that gaping hole.
Oh my god.
It is massive. That was
Good
the size
edge.
of the 2 hashes.
Maybe looking for another run here.
Maybe play action.
Oh, Stimp getting in there. Ooh.
Almost getting
this
it.
back.
Go
Yeah.
deep.
Going
Oh,
over the
but he is
top.
behind. What a dot.
Beautiful
was a-
throw.
Oh,
There's one thing Luke
Oh,
does.
Sabaha getting some pressure.
Luke
gets it to
trusts his
Polo.
receivers.
That looked just like a quick, easy route for Polo there, able to dive into the end zone. Have to go for 2 here. They need this.
Oh!
Oh, no,
it too
Lucas.
high.
Lucas, no.
Did Chief jump there?
Chief did not even jump. He wasn't even looking.
It
I feel
was
there
it was way behind.
miscommunication.
Yeah. Maybe it was supposed to be an in and out or something, but
Not sure.
yikes. IP can take a commanding lead here with another touchdown.
Oh
for
my
two.
god.
That was a absolutely stunning curve by Itachi there with that slide. Not
He
slide,
used 3
dash.
slides.
Yeah.
Dashes.
Yeah. Oh, Stimp.
Oh, Itachi's wide. He sees it. A perfect throw down the sideline.
Oh, he gets a block. Oh, if he got away from Polo J, he might have had the zone right there. Gonna take a sack there, but that play that was a lineman leak, and then they just sent Itachi onto a drag route, right?
Oh,
Big
it's the
screen
IP
pass.
screen.
But it doesn't go anywhere.
I haven't seen that play in almost 3 to 4 months now. This is big. 3rd and 19 though.
You got pushed really
Oh,
far
he is
back.
just chucking this straight to the blue team. Easy getting a really easy pick there. It was leveraged straight towards Easy. You can't be throwing it up like that on 3rd and 19, especially with gridiron. You know you can get the 4th and 20 pretty easily. That was not a smart move.
Quick pass to Ease.
Couldn't get the first.
That is only the second throw to Ease game. He's been targeting Chief a lot against actually they just swapped, I believe, who's covering. Yo-Yo was on Chief and swapped that over the drive.
Can we drag Anki back in here? He was DC'd.
Oh, Anki got DC. I'm gonna wait for
Poor Donkey.
Luke
for a
had
throw
Chief,
away.
he just did not trust the throw. He didn't trust his cannon.
why does it so far away?
There we go.
Welcome back.
Luke gonna roll out to his right, looking for the short pass, but overthrows Chief right there, and it's 3rd and 10. So after a defensive turnover for Alien, it looks like IP is trying to step up their defense. that turnover right back.
Now watch out for Chief and Easy here. I know Luke like throwing streak, and there is one, but a comeback.
It's out.
It's out of bounds.
What was that?
Not on
I don't even know
target.
what that was. Was that an
Not
out
pretty.
or a comeback?
And so if you're IP, do you send 4 here?
Outback.
I
No,
would.
you do not.
I would actually.
I would have to
I would.
disagree.
I think
Well-
I'd send 4 as well, but especially watching out for those leaks. Oh,
Over the top.
And
Easy
that's why you
has
don't
him.
send 4.
They
Because
sent 2
Well,
though.
Yeah, they didn't really put pressure. Like the last 2 plays we saw Luke not really showing accuracy. So if you put more pressure on him, that's gonna the throw and if throw into tighter windows where that accuracy is off, it's gonna be an interception.
I see where you're coming at. I'm just looking at it from a coverage perspective here. I would rather have my QB playing an in or something for me, rather than him blitzing and me having to play the in, whereas I could get hit by an in corner.
maybe like a short spy or something like that. But Luke, red
Gonna
zone.
take the run.
That
Grab
was
the
very
gut.
strange. Tyrone just did not block anyone that play.
Uh-huh. I saw that.
I believe he tried to go after Spork, but he should have really went
Oh.
after Duty.
Oh!
What a dive from Luke!
What an angle! I did not. I thought that was another stuffed run, but that was
Yeah.
just all Luke.
Absolutely slicing and dicing IP here. My God. Still going for 2.
I feel like
And
at this
they
point
do
they've
find
dug
Polo.
themselves a
Yeah.
hole that they must just keep going for 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough deciding whether to go for 2 or not. Because right now they need it, otherwise IP can take lead and a 2 possession lead if they claw their way back.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, even if IP only go
Center.
for
out.
Ooh, that was a center out.
Hmm.
I think, was that?
Yeah.
That was a center
I
out.
thought
yes, it was.
Spork was.
Oh no,
or-
it was. What? No, it was someone did it out on the line. Now they're just leaking one lineman every
Yeah.
play.
Oh, Sabaha is
yeah, he's
gaped.
I would not call that gaped. I know Luke had slides and everything,
Mm.
just trying to bait that throw up.
Well, I got baited then. That's why I don't play wide receiver. Oh, Loba getting in there, some pressure. Tyrone.
What a throw! Oh,
Oh, if Itachi dives, I think he has that.
I think he
had a slide.
I
He
think
did. It was slightly late, but he was more focused on trying to get yards after the catch because he saw the dive in front of him.
Good first there.
Oh, if he waits a sec, I think Eli has that.
The
yeah.
classic case of you gotta see the ball into your hands as a receiver.
Ooh, good pock. Oh,
Oh,
as soon as I said
no,
that,
yeah.
Down.
I was about to say the same thing.
cross body comeback to
Good yards by
Eli,
Eli.
and he yaks it up for
my
a couple
God.
more.
Eli making a
my
lot of
God.
moves.
This guy's insane.
The B hop's coming out.
You might see some patented Itachi chips.
Oh,
Ooh,
Ooh,
just
The
no
sell
blocks there.
from
Loba
Loba.
selling.
So
There
one
was-
thing to notice, Lobo's been doing that a lot actually, just doing
Mhm.
inside moves.
there wasn't a slide from the line there. It was just
Hmm.
movement backward.
yeah,
Bahan,
but
they did
I
good
think if Duty keeps rolling there, he is scot-free. Like Loba dove a little bit behind him and he cut back into it. I think he's just gotta trust his line a little bit more.
I agree. Ooh,
good
Yeah,
move
what
by
what I'm seeing from IP is there's not a cohesive unit trying to form a pocket. It's each of them trying
Mhm.
to go after their own
Yeah, They're not-
rusher.
they're not playing a zone, is what I think you're trying to get at.
Yes.
Like zone
And-
blocking.
Chief Queef did not even move for that ball. He insta spots it, looking like Dootmean out there.
I'm interested to see how the IP line deals with the 4-man because we haven't really seen much of that so far. But
we
I
have.
don't
I
like. I
don't.
think that absolutely devastate them.
Yeah.
There's just massive holes all over that line because they're playing one-on-one, like Silver said, instead of a team.
Duty getting in there,
The 4-man.
Oh,
jumping for that
He's
face.
pushed
Alien
back
didn't pick
really
up the 4-man
far.
all too well.
that's a
Yeah.
really good
Oh,
throw.
Itachi.
That is a perfect throw by Luke.
Yeah,
Itachi
so-
should have known
Dive.
right off the rip that he was beat. Oh,
So what happened? What happened there is the line did push him back, but I don't think they communicated that to their
The
coverage.
receivers. Yeah.
Like the coverage still should see that, but it without the
what a
communication.
pickup.
Going
Oh,
end
he,
zone,
he
but
just
that's-
chucks it up, but it doesn't matter. Polo just
Polo.
bodied.
That was a very ill-advised throw. Oh my goodness.
His receiver bailed him out there.
Yeah.
Polo put his body all over Itachi and slid back for that catch.
Polo making a
was-
superstar catch.
Plenty of time for
Dive
Luke.
discipline.
Oh, and a dot to finish it off to Polo.
If you have dive discipline right there, I think you get the sack on Luke.
Mm-hmm.
So now Alien can go back to their 1-point PATs. They don't
But
have to
that.
go,
will they?
yeah, will they? But I would advise just going back to the 1.
I put my challenge
I would
point on
probably
no.
advise that as well. But will that happen?
No, sir.
We shall see. Yeah, Tyrone making a good special teams play there. Pinning them
There's
back
a
on their
beautiful
19.
chip, but
Ooh, almost getting the sack there too.
Oh,
Ooh.
just slightly overthrown. Fly.
that is really strange. Eli only 40 yards down the field, but no second slide.
That's interesting
Oh,
by
yeah.
interesting by the nose how he blocks it. He's sliding directly
Oh.
back into Duty. And I think that's giving
That
way
was-
too much room.
That was such an unfortunate play because Eli had the room, but he didn't trust. I think Itachi's block. If he just follows Itachi's block, I think he goes in for a touchdown.
There were so many people open on this
Oh
play.
my
it was
gosh.
unbelievable.
I think everything kind of fell apart there for UFO.
I agree.
But a couple plays ago, we saw that
that
4-man
inside
pickup
move
that
again.
was not ideal. Again, Duty being absolutely pushed back. Eli just barely
Just-
missing the ball.
Just dives past it.
That was the only person he can throw to. There was nowhere to step up,
Yeah.
so Eli and Shoyo were taken completely out of the play.
Yeah, I think Luke's going to keep sending 4 here because they just absolutely cannot stop it. Luke getting in there for the sack.
And
This line is
what were the routes that Shoyo and Itachi were running? They were right next to each other, so both defenders were right there. There's nowhere for Duty to throw.
was probably a comeback and a go classic. Just put your defenders together and send
Maybe
one
looking
up.
for
send one
Eli
short.
here. Yep.
What a dot, though! Oh my god, that's a perfect throw.
Yeah, but I think the play calling has to be a little bit better there because if it's a play that needs to develop and you know you're not going to have time, you
Mhm.
need quicker developing plays.
Absolutely.
Do
Yeah,
they realize the time?
I think
7
Duty should
seconds.
be looking for some, well, maybe not here as the half is over, but maybe in the second half looking for those quick plays, those screen passes, something like that, because he absolutely does not have the time here with his line.
Does
Oh,
get out of
Duty.
bounds. That's...
Making a heads-up play.
Yeah, he realized if he threw there that the time was going to run out.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying to eye Itachi that entire way because I didn't see him look left.
Oh,
He's going left corner trust? No.
Right
No,
corner
he's
into
throwing a
double
2-on-1.
coverage. And
Oh
Luke is
my
going to come up with
God.
that. So, taking a look at the halftime stats, it's actually really even between Luke and Eli in terms of throwing percentage and yardage. It's just the rushing yard difference.
don't forget the ends.
57
3
versus-
ends.
You're also looking at 4 sacks to 0 here, which honestly, they're just going inside. Lobo's shooting inside every play, and they're just not adjusting to it. And I think that's putting a lot of pressure on Duty too.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So their center needs to slide back, or Sabaha needs to do a shallower slide.
Luke just coming free off the edge. And he dove. The
Duty
dive
hitting
discipline
Shoyo.
not there.
Oh,
Oh!
what a diving pick by Easy.
Shoyo's gotta attack that, man.
Shoyo just running outside leverage to the ball, catching it with his feet, but not when Easy's right on you.
Yeah, Easy is dangerous. I keep saying this. Easy is one of the most underrated receivers in the league. And he's absolutely showing it there with that pick.
Oh, that's
There he is
why-
again.
With this touchdown. Oh my goodness.
Alright, now do they go for 2 or 1? Come on, people, make your bet. Oh, there it
man,
is.
they're going for
There
2.
it is.
They just want it all.
Who'd have thunk?
Big run.
Oh,
Oh,
overthrow.
Barely
I
missing
like that
Polo
route,
there.
though. I like that route. Write it down. We're taking that one.
I think if Polo caught that, he still would have been tackled because he was running a little bit in front of the end zone. So just
I think that was the same play that they tried to run with, and it was in the same location. What a run by Itachi!
Is he gone? I
He's
think
gone.
he is gone. Yeah.
Duty
Itachi
just
finding
right behind him.
the
his
smallest of holes there.
Now, do they go for 2?
I don't think you need to yet.
And they know that.
I don't think going for 2 gets them
did they,
much at this point.
they
Oh,
call a timeout? Who called timeout there? Because that
uh-oh.
I think IP switches. I think IP called a timeout and they switched.
Oh, whoa! Did anyone see the ball
No.
on the ground?
Yeah.
That was
A
definitely
timeout
glitched.
a timeout glitches it. And
I
everybody
don't
the
know
center
why
just
they
had a-
everybody should know that at this point.
I think the center just had a spare ball in his pants, put it down for a distraction.
I still don't know why they switched out of that. They would have only been
Duty,
down by 20.
Yeah.
Well, they
Now they
well,
have to
if
keep going for
they,
1.
well, they know if they call a timeout like that, the field goal's not going to work. They wouldn't be able to do it.
Polo's
got Polo?
cooking. Polo's wide open.
Oh, he throws him.
That one hurts.
Yeah, you gotta hit those. He is wide.
I think we did see our first pancake of the game too. We're Tyron Nipham's pancaking spork.
Almost
almost-
pancake
Oh.
number 2.
And
the
there is
sideline?
another receiver. What a catch. Again, Luke trusts his receivers, and I would too when I got Chief and Easy on my side with Polo at running back.
Yeah, Easy's been getting more into the game, but I mean he's been targeting Chief this
Ooh.
for the entire game.
And speaking of the devil, there he is.
Sabaha, nice inside move there, but just can't get to Luke before he hits Queef.
Chief.
Chief. My bad. Maybe seeing this in and out at the front of the end zone again.
Ooh, wide open.
He's got Polo in the back.
dudes. There was 2 receivers wide open. Either one of them would have caught that. Guarding each other at that point, obviously.
Itachi.
Itachi can get another kick return TD.
Oh,
Ooh,
Making the
he almost
moves,
found room
trying
again.
to. Yeah.
only needed 1 man to miss.
Uh-oh.
They're still in punt return.
Tyrone's got this. I believe in him.
If I'm Duty, I'm looking for a quick throw here.
They're playing the
I'm
deepest
Duty,
of
I'm throwing
safety.
for-
Oh, you've got so many people wide on the left. Duty.
I don't.
Duty. I'll be honest. I think one of their
This-
receivers sold.
This was the problem that Clifton also had. Where there were open receivers and they just didn't have the vision to get it to them.
Chief is wide. He looks. Oh, he gets up.
So how could Duty or Clifton fix that? Like, is that...
I mean, that's just practice experience to really find those receivers, because right there it's like, yes, there should be some vocalization for the receiver to declare that they're open, but the quarterback has to have the awareness of downfield. But I don't know if he's just under too much pressure and not able to look downfield, or if he's just tunnel visioning certain receiver.
Gotcha. Luke making some nice moves there in the pocket.
Good catch by
Polo
Polo.
bailing him out there.
I'll be honest, guys. I would have thrown that too, because if I see Itachi on Tyrone Nippums, I want that matchup. If I see a receiver on one of their linemen accidentally, I don't know why you wouldn't take that matchup.
Well, that was Itachi on Polo, I thought.
No, it was Itachi on Tyrone. Polo got there late with a dive.
Hmm.
We completely missed a touchdown, but that's okay.
They are plenty from UFO here. 50-13.
Chief has his 3rd touchdown of the night, though. Luke only throwing 6 touchdowns, 1 rushing.
Dude, you gotta step it up here a little bit.
Yeah, and after halftime, I mean, Luke has just been outperforming Duty. Like, even though there were 3 picks earlier on in the game, if you take away those, Duty and Luke were performing pretty much the same. Now Luke is basically 200 yards over what Duty is.
Going back
Almost
to
another
the
pick.
play before this last one here, Stim's really got to pick it up. Itachi held a great chip for him, and then McBurger still got the outside and the sack. Like, that's something you really got to work on as an edge.
Oh, they're in.
through.
They are in.
Oof. Yeah, all like Poppy was saying, all sorts of holes in that IP line there. Just nobody hitting their blocks.
What I'm seeing is you have one edge that's sliding back, the center isn't really moving at all, and then the backside's expecting the roll, but he can't roll.
All I
And
saw
now
Good
there,
movement from Polo.
And now you're just ending up with a bunch of holes everywhere in the line.
for that safety, all I saw was the center whiffing 2 blocks. He did not pick up either the safety or the nose, and both went free. I don't know
there's
what
the
Duty's
McBurger
supposed to
lead.
do there.
Yup.
Burger is wide.
Oh,
Oh.
dive! Dive, big fella, dive.
He jumped forward.
Yeah, I saw that. I think Burger sold that. Yikes.
No, linemen never sell catches.
But Duty just did not pick up that leak. Just was way late. Probably gonna look to revisit that.
Luke throwing into double
Oh
coverage, and
my
he
God.
still finds Chief.
At this point, this is just IP selling.
Yikes, man. This is not pretty.
Not pretty at all. Oh,
Oh,
Luke!
Good moves
Oh,
from
wide
Luke.
open!
Oh,
I
Just
think
a tiny bit
I
over.
think everything's kind of falling apart for IP in terms of just the mental situation that they're put in already, being down by this much. They already had blowouts in the past, so their chat is probably not looking too good right now.
yeah.
I
Team
agree.
morale is absolutely tanked at this point.
But I mean,
Maybe
it's
a
like
little-
it wasn't even really the receivers or Duty that were doing that poorly. It's like Duty, and there is another touchdown for Alien, but Duty did throw some picks.
Yeah.
But it was a lot on just the chemistry, really. Like with the line play, it was just too sporadic, too focused
What
on
is going on
individual
here?
blocking, which wasn't forming.
Just a straight Luke throws it super short. Oh my God.
So one
Yeah.
interesting to look at is IP doesn't have any sacks, but I feel like there's definitely plays where they could have gotten 4 or 5 sacks if they just don't dive.
Dive discipline. That's one thing I teach to all my lineman buddies.
Yeah, the
And
line was playing solo the entire match. Each of them were
Yeah.
trying to do their own thing, where you need to work as a team to really perform well. Because no matter how good you are at line, it's great you got past one blocker. If he's rolling to the other side where your blocker is not, where your rusher can't get past, then you're still out of the play, no matter how.
Let's just watch
good you
this
be.
line here.
Yeah.
Look
I
at
don't-
how everyone's getting free though. This is uncanny.
unfortunately, everything you're talking about is showing it
There
in the
it is.
score. Oh, they're just straight through every time.
Again,
I don't think
like,
line alone can. Oh, sorry. Go for it, Silver.
No, go ahead. I'll talk.
I don't think line alone can win you games, but not having a line is certainly going to lose you games.
Duty's gonna
Oh.
take this run.
Oh,
Like, it's a little late
mechanical
to
spin
run,
move.
big fella,
Like,
but like...
on that play where he got sacked at the 1, like,
Mhm.
Stimp can try and block that inside cut, but if Spork and Sabaha both slide, Sabaha can pick up the center, or the nose tackle, and Spork can pick up that inside cut, and that allows Duty to just get the edge, because then Stimp is gonna have McBurger's right shoulder.
A little bailout from Itachi there. The good catch.
Oh,
Deep
just
downfield, but
Eli.
it's short.
Whew.
It was way short.
way too short.
Not sure if that was for Itachi or Eli, but did not hit either.
If I'm Stimpin looking at this back, I think one thing he really needs to help him on the edge is to just be patient with it. I'm noticing he's getting the initial block, and then he wants to keep moving, whereas he can just sit on it and keep that stick.
Let's
And
just talk
that's-
about Chief. He just passed 300.
Jeez.
300.
300.
300. This is just... Oh my god, I can't even blame their line. You can't let a receiver get 300. This
Well,
is
they just did.
absurd.
Oh, overthrow.
Oh.
By a hefty amount, too. Jeez. Luke
This is
getting
just-
500 passing yards as well. That's crazy.
Like, I know we're talking about the line a lot, but I'm looking at the stats more and more now, and it's not even all on the line. There's many bad throws by Duty, and 300 yards led up by one guy. That's crazy. That's almost as much as one team's entire offense.
Now, if you're secondary and you see like a receiver get past 200, do you start swapping a different corner onto him?
I think they just did. Look at who's on him now. Shoyo.
Shoyo's been on him all game.
Oh, no.
Oh no, he threw it out of bounds. Very lucky.
Eli was on Chief at the beginning of the game, and they switched Shoyo onto him.
Gotcha.
So
so
Shoyo's
this
been
point, I put
playing.
Itachi.
Shoyo's been playing on Chief for about 3, including this one.
I'm watching the Chief POV, and he has it. He has it. I can tell you, just watching his POV, this is unreal.
Chief just absolutely dominating whoever is on him. My God.
Big run.
There's that
Does
in
find
out again
Chief.
from Polo. But
I thought
finally-
Chief was out of the end
Luke's
zone there.
looking for- I think Luke's just looking to feed Chief as much as possible this game.
I mean, I would do that too when you have this big of a mismatch. Why not?
So I think if I'm Duty here, the ball just needs to be in the hands of his receivers. Like when Itachi and Eli and I guess we haven't really seen a pass to Sabah or to Shoyo here, but when it's in their hands, they're getting yacked like crazy. And then Itachi's showing his yak too with that kick return touchdown. But it's just getting it in their hands to begin with is the tough part, I guess.
He
Just gotta throw that away. Yeah. Not looking
Done.
pretty for IP here.
not looking pretty at all. I'm thinking of what's going on in UFO minds right now. Are they thinking go 3 and go for 69 though? What do you guys think?
I don't think they are.
I don't think you limit yourself to 69 on this. You look
Shoyo's first touch of the game there, coming a
You
little
look
bit
at
late in the
Shinigami
fourth quarter.
putting up 95. You look at other teams trying to, get bigger stats against IP. I think if I'm Alien, I'm just trying to get, the stat pattern going a little bit.
I agree with you, but
Oh,
haha, funny number. Come on, guys. Oh,
He's
it
just
is not
gone.
happening.
Duty throwing that real low.
And there went your idea.
There it goes.
Easy
My-
again, coming up with an interception and a pick 6 here.
Is that
Nice.
the first one for the season for a receiver?
I'm
I would
not
say
sure.
so.
Is it?
I think so.
Grubb did have a pick 6
Yeah, but no receiver has gotten a pick six yet this season,
Really?
I believe.
Ooh, Grubb's kind of receiver.
I meant like a corner taking a pick six
No,
back.
I know.
I think Grubb's just better.
We'll have to check that out, but maybe so, Poppy. Oh,
Itachi finding
good
a
move by
lane.
Itachi.
Maybe they
Oh,
stopped kicking to Itachi. I feel
kick
like that's
return
also
specialist here.
I've noticed every time they kick it, they just drop Itachi back, and then everyone else just runs right up. Like even if Itachi's not the farthest one back.
Yeah, say what you want about IP, but they have their special teams down. Not much else, I guess.
The
Yeah,
one.
Shaq joins us in the casting
We're
booth.
still
it is currently 74-13.
They get a decent edge on that though.
UFO has 2 minutes left.
Is Duty quarterbacking?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
He
Jack,
had-
you are on stream right now.
he had Shoyo doing a post. Like, I get that you're going to the side of the field you're rolling to, but Shoyo had a bunch of open field if he just left.
Duty is starting to step up now. That was actually a smart step up. If only his line played for that.
We
You
could
Yeah,
also
I
just
don't
see,
I don't know what it is. Like, is it just the chemistry or the communication? Like, have they just not practiced this enough
I do
It's
not
with
know.
each other?
Not as much as that as I'm looking at it more. It's more just they're not confident in their block. Missing, like they're undershooting blocks. They're going around them. Like
Itachi bailing him
Yeah.
out again.
Itachi came up huge right there.
Maybe that should have been the
Oh,
goal.
no.
As soon as I
He-
said that, I said maybe that should have been the game
Duty
plan.
Duty felt himself like he knew he could probably get into the end zone, but it just he trusted it too much, and that forced him to make a ill-advised throw.
They are just feeding Chief now. Oh
Yeah.
my
Yeah,
Yeah,
goodness.
another
I think he's going for
37
500.
yards.
we might also see a 0-sack game from UFO.
Chief, yeah,
Or
Chief
from
might get
Yeah, from UFO.
400 right here. He only needs 24 more yards to get 400.
Yep, and they put Itachi on him.
how much
Oh.
does he need
Oh,
to
but they're going-
overtake my for
They're going
reception?
polo.
Or for
Let
receiving
me
yards.
check. That is in the GFA stats. I can
'Cause
tell you in a second.
Chief might grab that here, honestly.
Alien might put up 90. They make this 2-point conversion, they can get 90. Which they do.
Chief coming down with it again.
So they need another touchdown and another 2-point conversion to get 90 points.
Yeah, one minute left to make that drive happen.
Might have another week discussion of a mercy roll if they put up 90.
Mm.
How's that for
Right.
GFA hot takes
Itachi
again?
getting no blocks there. A couple AFKs on the kickoff.
Chief has way overtaken the single receiving yard game
Dang.
by 120, might I say too.
Yikes. But is UFO gonna be one game ahead of Shinigami though? Like, has Shinigami played the same number of games?
I think so.
Duty throwing some really ill-advised out routes. He's throwing them very, very low with his receivers behind. I think that's where honestly a majority of these picks have come from.
Does he
He's got
just chuck it
Shoyo
up
there.
to- Oh,
Easy with another diving pick. Easy has been putting his body on the line to get all these picks.
he's bruised up. You can tell he's hurting, but he's doing it for the team.
Here comes 90.
Will
Maybe
Chief
a
get this
McBurger
ball?
leak.
I think it's going to Chief.
It has
Yeah,
to
I
go
think,
Chief,
I
I
think you're
believe.
feeding Chief still.
I think you're feeding Chief.
Send Chief to the corner.
Chief
Yup.
one-on-one on Shoyo.
Chief-
Oh,
Oh, what is that throw?
It was
interesting
too
decision there
inside.
from Luke.
It was too far inside.
Very interesting decision.
Luke threw his first pick of the game right there.
And we
they're just
got a
gonna
lineman
run it out.
AFK.
I believe they just want to run this out because some of
Yeah.
their players do have to go in like 2.
Yeah.
That is completely understandable. I too would run this out and run off the field.
Maybe not.
How do you get off this field? I don't see
Oh,
any.
Duty looking for
exit.
Itachi.
He has him.
Oh,
Oh,
Luke!
Oh, he jumped to the side.
yeah, Itachi moved out of the spot, I believe, and Luke took it.
I don't think he ever had it. Luke just strafed around him. That was beautiful.
We'll have to look back at that, but I think Itachi had it and he lets it go.
He's looking for
Let's
Chief here.
go!
Absolutely.
Chief
Let's
gets it.
go!
That's a 40-yard gain. That is 416 yards. They're gonna go for this. They're gonna go for 2 end zone shots here.
Yes, they are.
Probably looking at Chief again. Just to
Yep.
streak up the side.
Yeah,
Just looking
Itachi's
right at
playing
you.
deep
Can't get the
safety.
step
On
up though.
Good comeback.
they
for
do
him.
have a timeout, so take that.
Surprised Duty is not doubling Chief here.
They're lobbing
Dropping
middle,
pretty far back. That's
and that is
An
easy.
easy
with the
touchdown.
touchdown.
One
Now
might
they
say an
need
easy touchdown.
now they need the 2-point conversion to get it to 90.
Mm-hmm.
Move my camera. Done.
Itachi not even flinching there.
Chief is
He's
Got
Going
got
wide
left
Chief
open.
side, and he has
There it
him.
is.
So this game is going to end 90-13 unless IP did a returning TD
Another
like they
kick
did
return.
before.
Comes Itachi with one less blocker. Can he do it? He cannot,
No.
unfortunately.
So this is the second game where IP has let up 90.
Actually? Wait, they let up 90 last week too?
95 should have
95.
got me.
Oof. I forgot that was them.
These stats are just
Unreal.
padded.
Yeah.
10 picks,
721 yards for
10
Luke.
sacks, 432 passing yards for a single receiver.
Some very, very, very ill-advised throws from Duty there. Did not win the turnover game at all. Throwing, how many picks was that?
Only 10.
Only 10. Yikes, man.
Luke had more touchdowns.
Because I mean, look, like looking at the stats, like just take away the interceptions right now, because I mean a lot of the last half of that game was throw it up.
Mm-hmm.
Duty didn't really do too bad, I don't think. Like especially in the first half of the game, like they just weren't able to get it into the end zone, so their finishing needs work, their defense needs work, but they weren't looking completely horrible. They were competing. Luke had like at the half, Luke had 230 something, and I think Duty had 212 with around the same completion percentage.
If I am IP right now, well, Duty specifically, I am going to training mode to throw at the targets or getting in some sort of lobby with his receivers, just working on hitting those deep routes, maybe high pointing those outs, because those were what was killing them. And that's what they were forced to throw at the end of the game there.
I feel like their line also.
Yeah.
Oh,
Granted,
there's
th-
some.
their line
there's some
their
interesting
line has
stuff.
to their line has to work on working together.
Mm-hmm. There's a lot I could say mechanics wise for their line right now.
Because if their line worked together a little bit more, allowed Duty to have time to find a better option to do,
Mm-hmm.
I think he puts up more than 300.
Mm-hmm. Or even having that option of the run open. Like maybe it is a cold game for Duty or Clifton or whoever is QBing IP. Just having the option to run if maybe your throwing isn't that great that game. would
Yeah, no,
certainly
Baha,
help out a
I'm
lot.
not saying 300 yards is bad. I'm saying that's good. I'm just saying, like, if there's just a little bit more chemistry and a little bit more of working together, because it seemed like there was a lot of just solo play that that in itself was decent. It was just because there was nothing melding together that it spiraled downhill.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm just pointing, like, Baha, I'm just pointing out that there is a part of the line that needs to get fixed to help buy duty time. But yes, there was problems down the field where Shoyo was getting lost on by Chief for 432 yards. Like, it's just more noticeable. Like, Poppy can speak more to what he saw into the receiving section, and I'll let him do that right now. But you have 3 linemen that are looking at this and giving their own takes.
Well, here's what I saw from the receiving standpoint, right? Shoyo letting Chief behind while S-King, mind you, but Chief just bodying every slide. Every time I saw the ball being thrown up, the first thing I saw was Shoyo sliding into Chief's body and Chief just absorbing that slide and sliding behind him. Chief had leverage on each and every throw except for like maybe 3 or 4. And even those 3 or 4, Chief just went right around Shoyo because Shoyo was trying to body, and that just isn't acceptable. You have to trust yourself to get that spot. You have to know that you're gonna get it if you're behind the man. If you have leverage, you should come down with the ball 80% of the time or more, especially as a wide receiver. So no picks for Shoyo is kind of unacceptable, especially when your guy got targeted 50 times. That's just, you don't win games like that. Hell, if Luke only passed a Chief, like, I think Alien would still have at least 45 points because of how bad that was. It was just, you can't let that happen. At that point, switch someone else onto him. Itachi maybe, Eli maybe, Duty, double cover him, play him like
Chief,
Dude Mean.
Chief having more receiving yards than all of their receivers combined. That's crazy. That is a big ol' yikes for IP there. Jeez, man.
The other 2 receivers had more net offense combined than all of IP2, if you
Did
want
they
to add
actually?
that in. Yes.
Don't
Net
add that
offense.
in. Don't add that in, please. IP's got to get in the lab.
Start scrimming. That's how you get better. Title didn't just end up here. Shaq has scrimmed almost every day for like the past 3 months.
I mean, title's worse than IP. They beat us any day of the week.
Alright, now let's talk about the other games that happened tonight. Have you guys seen those yet?
Oh, I
No,
actually
I
looked
have
at some of the
not.
scores. They're actually really interesting.
Sentinels beat Kingsman tonight by 3.
Oh man,
They did.
Kingsmen are
No.
down bad. Like, they have, like, on paper, they have a really strong roster, but they haven't been able to produce together.
So here's something interesting from that too. Sentinels actually gave up 0 sacks to Kingsman.
Really.
Zeros across the board. Kingsman letting up 7 sacks from Sentinels.
Talk about
you
another
Wait,
stat.
how many games were there tonight?
There
A
were a
lot.
lot. UFO IP, Sentinels Kingsman, Aztecs
Aztecs
Canine, Goon Squad
Cam threw
Pride,
double
and
the picks
Royals
that Miski did.
Falsettos.
Double the picks. That's big, huge. 4 picks to 2, and then 7 sacks to 0. That's what makes the 3-point difference right there. Take away half those sacks, half those picks. Kingsman win by at least 2, right? Those turnovers are costly.
Well, so Kingsman got the 7 sacks.
Kingsman got the
got-
7s?
Yes.
No.
No.
What?
Wait.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What am I looking at?
Rest.
they did.
Wait, I'm looking at it backwards.
Yeah, Kingsman
Bro,
got
what
7
was
sacks,
happening?
but Sentinels did get those 4 takeaways.
That
Yeah,
is
4
correct.
4 turnovers versus 2. But, like, what it doesn't show, like, Kingsman had a lot of sacks, But Miskey was still able to get 69 yards, even with the sacks that they took on running.
That's
So
crazy.
so that's a lot of time that gets taken up during those runs. And just the amount of yardage that they get from that's crazy.
I mean, if I'm looking at this, I'm looking at the tackles for the line. You got X-Tails with 3 tackles, Novatera with 1, and Pants with 0. Then it's telling me that they're not stopping a whole lot of the run here.
Yeah, so I wonder if Cam could have really just ran the ball more. Because, I mean, he only has 20 with 0 sacks on it.
I agree. So
I-
that
I-
means
So Cam is very prone to throwing the ball away when he's about to get sacked. Not prone, but he's very ready to throw the ball away. So I don't think those stat lines are showing how pressured Cam might have been that game.
Yeah, I would
So
have to watch
that run,
film.
yeah, that run may not have been an option, but if it was, that's something they 100% should have taken advantage of.
The Aztec K9
Oh,
about
that's
as
a
you
blowout.
expect it to go.
Yeah.
honestly, if you want my opinion, I think it's closer than I thought it'd be. Especially with
Really?
days not in at QB.
Oh, there is no days.
Yeah,
It's Red Throbbing at QB.
I think Red Throbbing did really, really well. Like, going against the
Wow.
best defensive corners. Dootmean, Bond, Cam.
16 sacks on.
Mm-hmm.
They can
I
put
think
up 7. And they
this
got a
was a lot
safety.
closer.
Dootmean with 3 picks. I mean, it's the people that you usually see that put up the.
Here's something that's interesting too. I'm looking at Goon Squad and Pride. Looks like the quarterbacks are actually decently on for both teams there.
Yeah, look at Spades, 222 for 10.
With
But
Bama
they
Nick
still
throwing
lost.
23 for 31. With almost 400 passing yards.
Do you see the difference though? 5 picks to 3.
Yeah. Even
Sacks
then
are
though, 5 to 3,
almost
that's
even.
somewhat even. I think your big difference comes from the rushing yards. Bama Nick's 9 to Hayward's 76 there.
And both got. There's only a 1 sack difference between.
And the last game of the night that I see in score submission.
Royals.
Royals. Not a big surprise here. I did expect the Royals to win. Not much to say here except for the big pick difference. 5 picks to 1. And there's a reason why one team definitely won over the other. Look at those rushing yards. Holy shit, I didn't even see that. 169?
Hey, watch that
Wow.
mouth, boy.
Isn't that allowed on live TV? I think that's allowed, right?
Still. But dang, false idols. What are they now? 1 and 3, or not 1 and 3, 1 and 5, or
So Goon Squad
like
win that gives them their 2nd or 3rd win.
Third.
that is a great question.
No. Is it?
They lost to they had a bye in their first week.
I know they beat Aztecs.
And they lost to us. They lost to they played Alien, didn't they? Ready?
I believe so.
Yes. I'm looking for it.
Yeah.
Goon Squad was Aztecs. Goon Squad beat Aztecs. I can never find the Goon Squad games because I was trying to do stats last night for our conference.
Oh,
had
they
find the
lost to
games.
K9. They lost to us. They beat Aztecs.
They lost to Alien.
So they're 2 and 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is Pride sitting now? Has Pride won a game?
No, Pride is not
Pride
one.
is not.
Pride and IP are both winless.
Are those the only two winless teams then?
Yes.
Do think they play though. So one of them
Oh.
won't be at some point.
Who do we think is going to be the winless team?
Misky is actually saying in chat that Nova lagged out during the third quarter and he already had 2 stacks.
We got
We go back
Pride.
to that game.
Pride versus IP in week 5. So not next week, but the week after.
Week 5 is gonna be action. Like week 4 and 5 are gonna be action packed with good games. I mean, you have our games versus A9 and PO.
Week 5.
Yes, and week 4, that's K9.
2 undefeated teams.
That
Crazy.
Week 4 is K9 and PO.
Technically 3 undefeated teams.
Yeah, PO, K9, and us are the three teams that are left undefeated. So at the end of week 5, there should either only be one team or no teams that are undefeated.
Oh, we got K9 versus Comets as well, week 5.
I think K9's probably gonna take that one easily.
Yeah.
Against Comets.
I think
Comets.
I wouldn't count them out.
I
wouldn't
don't
count
know.
them out.
I haven't
I've
seen anything to
like,
not count them out though. That's the thing.
Yeah, Comets I don't think have really shown too much to say that they're gonna be really much of a contender this.
They're a little bit beaten up and morale's pretty low for them, but
Shinigami looks like the better team.
I think they got it in them.
K9's schedule is actually crazy difficult. I feel like any other team that gets hit with this 4-week stretch, PO, Shinigami, Comets title, that's just unfair. But K9, we're just going over that fact.
Well, I mean, look at our schedule. It's about the same as K9's.
False Idols, Kingsman, I don't think.
Well, no, not False
to...
Idols, Kingsman, but
No, the weeks after.
Oh,
like,
so PO, K9, Shinigami.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That is a tough stretch too. I agree. All 3 of those games are going to be.
So like the week, like ends of week 4 and all of week 5 is really gonna decide how playoffs are going to look, I believe. Because right now it's starting to separate the teams on who is trying to battle for those final spots, but week 4 and 5 is really probably gonna decide where those seeds are gonna go.
Who's Darkside got this week?
Let me take a good look at that too, actually.
What week are we in? Week 3?
Week 3,
Yes.
yeah.
Darkside has
Blizzard and Sentinels.
Yes, sir. Blizzard and
They're
Sentinels.
2-2, or they were 2-2 at the end of last week.
I think Blizzard beat Darkside.
Think Sentinel beats Darkside too.
I think that'll probably be a close.
I have to disagree with the way Sentinels beat Kingsman, and Kingsman definitely beating DS by big margins. I think it's not going to be that close.
I think Sentinel's honestly one of the more slept-on lower teams, if we want to say it at that.
Who's
Like,
on Sentinels?
You got Kadarius Tony or Blabby. You got Seb Ward. You got
They're Bloopy.
Yeah, Bloopy and Bloopy Jr.
They got X-Tails, Hamps, Nova, Whitey, T-Craft, Pants, Stitches, Gabe, and Secrets with a Z.
That's not a horrible lineup.
I don't think, if they do make it to the playoffs, I think they are a first-round exit. But I think they can make an argument for why they should be in the playoffs.
I think they might take a wild card spot end of the day.
But yeah, I think that's everything covered. Thank you all for coming out and supporting the stream, watching the game. I hope you guys all had a good time, and I will see you guys next time.